I'm Claire from Creative the Ottaway. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up in the UK. Thank you for joining me. I've got a super simple, easy make for you today. A pillar box with a handle. So there's plenty of room inside for you to fit all sorts of goodies. But yeah, a simple, you could leave it without the handle if you wanted to, and it would just be a pillar box. I decided not to tie a ribbon around mine, but I have made this rather snazzy little tag using the stylish shapes dies, so I'm going to show you how to do that as well. But yeah, how lovely is that? This is some retired Stampin' Up paper that I've got in my stash. Just used it to make a sample and see how it came out. We're going to be using some of the more up-to-date papers, so don't you worry, I will talk you through all of those things. I try and do this weekly craft along every week. I try and do this craft along every week just to share with you a fun make, something simple to use the products that you purchase from me at Stampin' Up. There's lots of ways to stay in touch. I have a VIP Facebook group for my customers, so if you purchase from me, you'll get a special invite to join that. And we have lots of weekly challenges and all sorts, but otherwise there's this weekly craft along video, and you can find me all over the place. I am on Facebook and Instagram and on Pinterest, so get in touch. If you make one of my videos, if you make one of my makes from the videos, please share with me what you've made. I really do love to see. You can contact me by email and just send me a picture, or just send it to me via social media. So this is going to be a really quick make. We're in the run up to Christmas 2024. There's a couple of weeks left, and yeah, the stress levels amongst us crafters are at an all-time high, and then we make ourselves such a long list of things we're going to do, and then the time just gets away with us. Life gets in the way. So, simple make, don't need very many supplies. Let me show you what you need. I've got them written out in inches and centimetres, so I'll probably talk you through it in inches. But you can screenshot that, and if you just enlarge the photo, you'll be able to see what we use. You just need one piece of card that is 6 inches by 11, and a couple of score lines. Oh, Rosie, can you hear my pussycat? Soon as I start video, and she's like, let me out. Even though I've asked her 10 times before, let me go and let her out. Come on, little lovely. So sorry, then Amber decided she needed to go as well. I've got a bit of a croaky voice. I don't know if that's end of term cold coming on, or you know when you just keep going, and then when the school holidays hit, everyone gets ill. Hopefully not, fingers crossed, but I'm really sorry if I'm croaky. You can always put the captions on, and then you'll be able to hear what I'm saying at the same time. Or you'll see what I'm saying at the same time. Right, what do we need? Let's find the paper that we're using, and then I'll talk you through everything as we do it. That's probably the best bit. So we are using some paper from the Snowy Scenes Designer Series paper. I've not really got that much left of it. I've done lots of fussy cutting of these pieces, but there's a couple of sheets. What I would say is, you need a piece of paper that can be any way up. So whichever way round you have it, it's going to look good. Because one side, of course, is going to look amazing because it's the right way. But then the other side can easily look a bit weird if the pattern's upside down. So try and use a piece of paper that's any way up. So let's move everything out the way and then you can see. So we need a 6 by 11 piece. So this is a 12 by 12 sheet. I've cut it in half at 6, and then I'm going to cut it off again at 11. So I'm using my paper trimmer from Stampin' Up, and and I'm just sliding along this edge because that gives you a nice straight edge to 11 inches, and cutting off the extra inch. Now you can use that for part of your tag or for anything really, but it's quite a nice size, so keep hold of that. We're not going to use it in this project. Okay, so we've got our 6 by 11 inch. I need to now score it, so let's move that along a bit so you can see. About there, I think. Okay, so we're going to score it at 1.5 inches. So remember, if you've got a Stampin' Up trimmer, it's got a cutting blade and a scoring blade. Move the cutting blade right out of the way, and you want to score it at 1.5 inches. So many times I've cut when I needed to score. Then slide it along to 5.5. Okay, 5.5 inches and score it. And then the very last one is 9.5 inches. And believe it or not, that's it on that side. Okay, so you can see there's a score line in the middle. And I'm just going to fold it in half, so my piece of paper is now in half, and you can straight away see that this top bit is going to be for the handle, and this bit is the bottom piece for the actual pillow box. Too much talking, it's going to make me cough. First of all, I need to shape a bit off of the handle. So with this flap, these flaps here that have got the score line across, I'm going to cut down to the first score line at 1 inch. Okay, so I need my cutting blade, and I'm just going to cut it down to 1 inch. I'm just going to get some water. Oh, you could have guaranteed that, couldn't you? Okay, so I've sliced that off at 1 inch. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. So again, I'm going to cut it down at 1 inch. Okay. And then I've got these two flaps here. I'm just going to cut them off at the 1.5 inch mark. So if I turn that around, put it there, and I'm just going to cut that tab. You could do this with scissors. If you wanted to, you could just cut it off with scissors, so you don't have to worry. But that has got two pieces to it that I don't need. And I'm just going to cut up and do the same. Let's see, is that, yeah. So, okay, so now what I'm left with is this shape like this. Let's move that out of the way. So you can see that this is like a bag, and we're actually going to turn this bit into a handle. So I've gone all through my dies. What I'm looking for is something that's along this shape. So if you've got these dies, these are the Unbounded Love dies. There's loads of beautiful dies in there. You could use that. That actually gives you a quite narrow handle, so I think that one's too big. But there is this one on it. It's a little bit shaped either side, so that would give you a nice one. Or I quite like, where have I put that now? This one. So this one, see, not all dies are the same. So this is from the Countryside Corners dies, and this one is the second smallest. So there's a really tiny one. I don't know if you can see that one there. And then there's this side, and then they all layer up. So it's a really good investment to get some layering dies, because you've got a whole range that will fit together. So I'm going to use this one, okay, and I'm going to put it on there, and I'm just going to die cut out that middle bit. And I'm going to hope and pray that I can do it fairly straight. so that's just going to pop off. And you can see again I've got 2 pieces. So there's our handle. Look, already looks like a little bag. I'm just going to shape those corners because I think they will look better rounded. So I'm going to do the 2 pieces together. And that side. Oh, I'm so sorry, coughing so much. Okay, so there's the handle. It now really does look like a bag, but what I need to do is shape these side bits so that they bend in like this. Okay, so what do I need to use? I'm going to actually use a bowl. So I've got a big bowl here. Let's move that out of the way, and I'm going to use this embossing tool. And what I need to do is figure out where this is going to be. So I'm going to get the middle of my bowl. Actually, what I'll do is I will just mark that in the middle. So I'm just folding it over and putting a little crease there. Can you see there? And I'm going to fold it over that side and do the same there. Just a little crease, because that will help guide me where the middle of the bowl should be touching. Okay, so there's my little crease line. I put my embossing tool on there to line it up, and then what I'm trying to do is make a line from there to there onto this bit here. So let's do that about there. This was easier when I done it earlier. Let's have a look. So I've gone along there, okay, and I'm going to do the same the other side. So I'm going from there. The middle bit is there, so the edge of my bowl is there. Okay, like that. So I'm going to cut those corner rounded bits off. So where I've embossed that line, is that? Just give me that shape, like that curved shape. I'm just going to do it the same this side. Just cut it off. Because basically you're just curving the side of this bag. Okay, so I've cut off 2 pieces there. Now what I need to do to make the side on the pillar box is I now need to do a shape that goes in the opposite direction. So I find the edge of my bowl here and the edge of my bowl here. I go round that way. Okay, can you see? It's got a big, I don't know what that shape is called. And this one goes this side. It's not even a crescent, is it? That goes that way. Okay, so you can see that both sides of my box, what I didn't bring through was a little circle punch. So what I would do is punch a circle, half a circle, I'll show you, so like there, so that I can open my pillar box. But so what I'm going to do is fold that over just along that crease line, okay, just so that you can see where my pillar box is. And I'm going to fold it along that way, the same along the score line, so you can already see what that's like. So one side will go that way, and then the opposite side will bend back this way. And because you already creased it, you can see where the fold is. And now that will go like that, and that is your pillar box. But obviously you want it to stay together. So where the handle is, you're just going to put some glue on that section. So just all around the handle, not not past the score line there, just on there, okay, just like that. And then bring the other side to it. Don't worry about the side bits at the moment, just match it up, okay, like that. Make sure your handle is matched up all the way round and just press on it for a little bit. I'm using Tombow glue because it gives you a bit of wiggle room, but you could use double-sided tape. Okay, and I'm just going to fold that back and forth a bit just so it knows where the handle is. Okay, so that's my handle, and then I can open that again just like that, and one bit comes in like so because I've already told it what I want it to do, and the other bit is like that, and then I do the same this side like that and like that, and that gives you your Pillowbox bag. So it's like a box, but it's got a handle. So that's it. It's as simple as that. The trickiest bit is this bowl bit, but I would absolutely say don't overthink it too much and make one template and then use that for all your others. So just find out where the middle of your card is, put the bowl round so that it goes from this edge to this edge, and then do one, and then do it the other side as well, and then do the inside so that you're going from this score line down to the bottom here, and then you get your sides on there. Okay, so that is your bag done. Let me put that back together so you can see. So one side goes in, one side goes over, and you could glue that down or just leave it so that it opens. That's up to you. Now to make the tag, the stylish shapes dies, so they're these ones, okay? You get loads of squares and you get loads of circles that layer. So what I've decided to do is I've used 2 of the circles from it and this little tag piece here, and I'll show you what I've made. So I've got the circle, I've got another circle, and then these little bits that came out of the handle, I've die cut one of those pieces out of it, and that actually is going to make my tag for me. Okay, so I'm going to fold that over, but I'm not going to squash it down. I'm going to leave it open like that, so it's got like a nice big hole in it. Okay, then I'm going to get my glue, I'm going to open it again, I'm going to put a dab of glue on one side, a dab of glue on the other, nothing in the middle at all, and take my circle, okay, I'm going to put it on one side, bring that to it, but because I've already told it that I want a loop, I'm just holding it in place like that, okay, and that gives you that little tag piece that you can put some ribbon through. So that's that bit, okay, that's the back piece. The front bit, I'm actually, can you see on this one, I'm going to use the Unbounded Love die, that's a stamp that says just for you. Okay, so I've already got that ready. I'm going to use it in, I'm going to use real red, okay, so real red, and I know that I want to put it over one side because I've got a little house to go on there as well, okay, so I'm just going to put it towards one side of the circle like that, okay, and then I want to do a little bit of decoration. So on this one I did snowflakes behind. This one I'm going to use the holly and the spot from the hang and ornament set, okay, so I get the smallest block that I've got, and I want to do it in green. Let's do that. Let's move that out the way so you can see. Need a piece of paper. Let's put a piece of paper behind so you can see, okay, so I pick up my ink, green, you can see it's there, and I'm just going to do some holly leaves. Oh, okay, so all over, just along the one side though, okay, I feel like I should have another little one here. Might actually overlap it. Just like that, okay? Ooh, let's overlap that one as well. Okay, so it's got nice bits of holly along the side, and then the little red dot, the berry stamp. I'm going to put that on, and I'm going to overlap that a few times. Like so, and I'm going to leave it at that. So I've just got a little bit of holly and a little bit of berry. Okay, then get my Stampin' Dimensionals and I just layer it onto the front. Okay, so I'm just going to put 2 on, just like that. We're nearly there. So that will go on like that, and that actually already looks like a really nice tag. Just put a bit of thread through there. Let's have a look, and it can go on there. But I've already fussy cut a little house out, so I think I'm going to put that on as well. Can you see? So I've just fussy cut it very quickly from a piece of designer series paper from the same set. Just because it's a bit of a gift from our house to yours. And I put that on there. And then I get some nice ribbon. I've got some nice corded gold ribbon. And this will easily thread through my tag, like so. And then I can just tie it round. Okay. Probably gone a bit mad with the length of the tag, but that's okay. I can sort that out after. So that's going to go on there. Just going to trim those up like so. And because I don't want my tag to get lost, I'm actually going to put 1 dimensional on the back. I'm just going to place that in place. So about there, I think. And that's it. Ta-da! So let's bring the other one in, and you can tell me which one you think you like the best. Isn't it beautiful? Such an easy make. I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you've liked what you've seen and you like my style of video, please subscribe to my channel. There are plenty of videos for you to search through. I love to hear from the crafters that follow along with me, so please do get in touch. And if you like any of the products I use, please shop with me at createtheottaway.co.uk. Thanks for watching.